It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I had an email yesterday to say your parcel from the Netherlands has arrived in the UK. I'm following it my end, and it was sent and it arrived as I was reading the email. Actually, I was like, "Oh, is it in the UK?" So it kind of come about 5 or 10 minutes after the email. So I didn't reply to the email straight away, but I thought, I'll bang a beer review out as a thank you straight away. So this is lovely letter written on fantastic thick paper. This beer has been sent by Jalma, or the email I've been receiving was from Jalma, and Mies, Cass, Saib and Dees. If I pronounced all your names rubbish, I do apologise massively. You know what I'm like, guys. So today's beer is Schultenbra Premium Pilsner. Been brewed since 1988. It's 5% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. All of these beers are from Holland, the Netherlands. This one is Amsterdam. Been to Amsterdam airport 20, 30 times, Schiphol. Never left the airport. Always transferred into another country. I need to go to Amsterdam and I need to have a jolly good time in Amsterdam. So Schultenbra, let's have a quick read of it. As the famous saying goes, Schultenbra, das ist mein Bier. Schultenbra, that is my beer. Schultenbra makes for good fun. There we go. A little bit of info on the beer. So let's get it out then. Got our nice Pilsner glass. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. It's interesting because I was in Hamburg a few years ago. And it's funny because you go to like places like Hamburg. In this instance, you could go to Amsterdam. And you could come across like Pilsner beers that have been brewed and they taste terrific, by the way. But you've never heard of them. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'll be 100% honest here. I've never heard of Schultenbra, but I bet it is a fantastic Pilsner. I bet it's a secret to the people of Amsterdam. Same as when I was in Hamburg. There was a Pilsner company that was advertised locally on billboards and bus shelters. And I thought, I'm going to go in the shop and try this. Picked up a can, put it in the fridge, drank it. I actually reviewed it on the channel. It was a beer review where somebody walked behind me and took a pee in the hedge whilst I was in Hamburg. It's quite funny. And he came up to me after, he's like, was you filming? I was like, yeah, just a beer review. I just put it all in, stick it all on YouTube. But yeah, my point is that there's some fantastic beers out there. This is what I love about beer. The fact that there's so many new beers out there and there's so much kind of like fascination for beer and trying new beers. And it'll never ever bore me. It'll never ever bore me. So let's try Schultenbra Premium Pilsner. Lovely looking head on it. Lovely looking head on the beer. 1 to 2 finger white head. Look at the lacing on the glass. Absolutely fantastic. Good levels of carbonation. Slow bubbles making its way up the glass. And it's an amber coloured Pilsner. Let's get the aroma then on this beer. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Loads and loads of flavour coming through. You've got that kind of typical spicy pepperiness from the Pilsner. A little bit of lemon. A little bit of sweet malt. Obviously Pilsner malt, but a little bit of sweetness there. A little bit of stinging nettle. Extremely solid smelling aroma on this Pilsner. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. That is just tasting brilliant. Make my hands rub together in brilliance. Just so clean, so clinical, so drinkable. A little bit of stinging nettle, a little bit of sweetness coming through. Balance between that sweetness and that bitterness on the back end. I'd say it's slightly more sweet than bitter, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. This is probably your typical finished work in Holland, in Amsterdam. Whatever work you're doing, whether it's office-based or whether it's factory-based or whether you're working from home, and you just go to the fridge and you grab a Schultenbra out of the fridge. Little mini celebration to the fact that you finished your work for the day and you're just there now enjoying a Pilsner. Oh. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. Stinging nettle-like, slightly peppery, slightly spicy. Fantastic drinkability. Fantastic drinkability. Now, I've made it my absolute... So my wife at the moment, now I'm talking about this beer on the 7th of June 2023. Now my wife, she wants to go camping, she wants to do mini trips, and I'm like, no. She wants to book like long in advance for a holiday at the end of kind of June time, end of July, sorry. And I'm like, no, absolutely. Let's put all our money into a last minute. So what I'm hoping for is like a last minute cancellation, city break. And I would love to either go to Amsterdam. What helps is that she watched the last season of Ted Lasso and there was an episode in Amsterdam and she said, oh, that looks fantastic. And I'm like, yes, it is, of course. So I'm looking either to go to Amsterdam or Munich or somewhere late, have a look at Skyscanner, that sort of thing, book a late deal, get out on a late holiday, have the suitcases packed the day before, and if we literally got to pick up our suitcases, walk out the door after we booked the break, that's my answer. I think that's how you're going to get a cheap holiday this year. But my point to all of this is that I'm hoping for like a hotel cancellation in Amsterdam, flight cancellations, that sort of thing. And just to get out there and, you know, enjoy some beer and food in Amsterdam. Enjoy the culture of the place. That beer is terrific. I can imagine sitting on a barge or something, you know, something awesome. A windmill converted into a hotel, sitting outside drinking a Schultenbra Pilsner. Water, malt. There's no English ingredients on here. It's not meant to be sent over here, but there we go. I think it's water, malt, hops and yeast. So Schultenbra then, 330 milliliter can. Thank you so very much to the wonderful guys, Jalma, Mez, Kaz, Saibi and Desi. Awesome. Love that. Brilliant beer. Stone the Crows, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.